Hi, a very different backdrop for me today because I'm actually, we're actually cat sitting for my son. So they're his books that you can, his and his partner's books that you can see behind me for a change instead of mine. So the book that I finished is Benson's Beetle by Rachel Joyce. I do like Rachel Joyce. And Likely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, and I've loved those. So when I saw this in the local charity shop, well, I was always going to pick it up, wasn't I? The character development in here is really good. And I went from being very ambivalent about the two characters to really rooting for them. We start off in 1914, and 10-year-old Marjorie is absolutely entranced with her father's book on insects and beetles. And the mythical golden beetle of New Caledonia has really captured her imagination. It's a beetle that people have referenced, that they've seen it, but that no specimen has ever been taken to the Natural History Museum. So does it exist or doesn't it? Anyway, a tragedy turns Marjorie's life upside down at 10 years old, and she and her mother end up living with her very strict aunts. Then we jump forward, and Marjorie's 46, and she's in a teaching position that she just doesn't like because she is ridiculed by staff and students alike. She's just not happy. And then there's one incident and she just walks out and decides that's it. She is going to do what she always said she'd do as a 10-year-old, go to New Caledonia and find this golden beetle. But she needs an assistant to go with her. She can't do it on her own. So she advertises for an assistant, and she ends up with the person most unsuited for the job. Enid Pretty, bleached blonde hair, far too much luggage, pots and potions for makeup, and she talks constantly. She just doesn't stop. And these two women set out on their grand adventure. And there is humour on the way as they navigate around each other and get to know each other, because both have reasons for wanting to leave England, which in Enid's case particularly we find out step by step. It's a very gradual finding out of why Enid wanted to leave England. Unknown to the two women, they're being followed by Munditch, who's an ex-POW, and he's suffering not only physically after being prisoner of war, but mentally as well. He's, I suppose, PTSD. And he's following them. And he believes strongly that he should be the person with Marjorie. He should be leading this expedition. And so he's just got to get rid of Enid. At times it's poignant, at times it's funny, and at times it's quite horrific. But the relationship between these two unlikely companions is lovely to observe as they support each other on the adventure, and you do end up really rooting for them. I liked seeing the characters change as circumstances threw them different curveballs. Overall, I don't think it beats The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. That is one of my favourites. But it's still a good read. As for the Golden Beetle, you'll just have to read the book yourself, because I'm not going to tell you. So, Miss Benson's Beetle by Rachel Joyce. Happy reading. Take care.